Hello there, everybody. And, where's Bastila, Karth? Karth, where's Bastila? Oh, that's right, she's gone. I can't move. I can't literally do anything. There we go. Alright.
Yes.
Anything you gotta say about it? No? Okay. That's fine. You know, we haven't actually gone to Yavin. We should go to Yavin. We did everything that we needed to do on Tatooine. Mission's brother is... Mission's brother. He's living his best life. Bastila's mom is... Well, she's very upset. Canderous murdered a bunch of people. You know, progress. Oh, also, my webcam is on. One sec. I say my webcam is on, it's off, but it's on, you know? Please don't have us be under attack.
Incoming fire.
Oh, god damn it. Away. Leave me be. These controls suck ass. I can't move. Literally flinging my mouse across the screen. There we go. No, come back here. Come back here. Come back here. You're the last one I need to kill. Please, for the love of God. Why? Okay, I'll go the other way. Yeah. I'm gonna lose this fucking section. Fucking hell. I almost lost because I couldn't move my fucking mouse. Oh, and there we go. For some reason, the game just loves to minimize. Yavin's looking real good. Looking real solid. Okay, bye. It's about that whole not trusting me thing. Okay, bye. We'll just not talk about it. And yeah. Let's take Juhani with us. And T3. Because why not? Oh, Juhani didn't need a level up. I thought she might. A lot of fucking access panels here.
Achua Pengki, yun patiski mulira kunkin.
Yeah, very, very new.
Achua Pengki, yun patisa, tichuba jikun.
I do work for Davik.
Kakincha nawabakaon.
I'm the Dark Lord, and I'm very displeased with you.
Agi inko tune, jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, Kuyami.
What are you doing here?
Jiskadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Kuyami, Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Topa na Ota Vokas, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha. Ichuta,
Hey, buddy.
Topa na Ota Vokasa, Achua Penki, Yun Patisa, Tichuba Jikunkan.
Seek pieces of a map to a star forge. Yeah, I didn't expect him to ever know anything. So what are you doing here?
Bagwa shank konti machid chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Kun muri ra slimo poiwanga tangi wama ji human ak in ikatune.
Okay. Do you have any gadgets you'd be willing to sell?
Tong hit wama ak inko tune. Potong hit achua penki. Yun patisa jiskadosoki kopa ki.
Alright, DLC shop, here we go. The light exoskeleton, pretty good. That's actually really good. Shadow armor. If you're doing stealth, that's cool. Plus 3 dexterity. Holy shit. Plus 10 awareness. Ooh, a droid shield. That's pretty cool. You know what? Let's go with this. And then we'll get... That's really expensive. But it's so good. +1/+1 and strength too. God. Oh, I forgot to turn off my AC. One sec. Get out of here, AC. No one likes the AC. Actually, I fucking love AC. AC is great. Immunity to mine affecting and poison. That's pretty cool. I'll take that. And I'll take that. And fuck it. +2 dexterity is nothing to scoff at. Take that too. Thanks, dude. Can we do anything else in this place? Like hack anything? Break anything? Blow up the station? Uh-oh. Note to self: don't touch the other access panels. Shit. I'm gonna have to do that space fight again, aren't I? Shit. Hi, Karth. I want the stuff now.
Incoming fighters.
God, they take off like a quarter of your fucking health. Hitting shit. Can we just stop this? I really don't want to do this anymore. Alright, we're down to 1 again. I'm gonna wait for him to pass because he's gonna pass this way and fly that way. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's try that again. But we're gonna get our shit and we're gonna get the fuck out. How's that sound? Pretty good? Sounds good. Okay. Okay. The nice thing about going to Manaan is we don't really have to worry too much about having Jedi on our team. Having one would probably be good. But the rest, eh. Oh, fuck. There we go. Okay. Take that. And this. And this. And this. Okay. And now we run away before it can crash. Don't touch any access panels until we get the fuck out of here. Okay. No more ship. Please. No more ship fight. So that's +1 dexterity. So with this, we get +3 and +5 blaster bolt deflection. Always good. And we can't equip these, but the advanced stuff was going to be pretty good. That also gives me another +1 dexterity. Really just awesome weapons. Awesome stuff. We are fucking equipped. Okay, so now we need to go to Manaan. So let's do that. Please. Nobody attack us. We're out in the middle of nowhere. There shouldn't be any Sith patrols here. And now I'm seeing shit. Yeah, it's very convenient that I always have visions of the same planet that I'm landing on. Imagine if I'm landing on Manaan and I just get the vision of Korriban. Or like Tatooine. And I'm just like, there's not even any desert here. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Karth, you're really enjoying
Yes, what's
teleporting
on your
around
mind?
there.
You got.
Hey Johanny, how's it going?
What is it you...
Nothing for now. Perhaps later. Alright. Let's bring Johanny and... Canderous? T3? Jolie. Jolie actually has a mission here, doesn't he? Yeah, alright, let's bring Jolie. Force armor. Destroy droid. That's gonna be handy. Oh, he gets 2. Right. Yeah, sure. You can have force armor. Feed injury. Powers. Plague. Whirlwind. Advanced lightsaber throw. Let's go with Plague. He's got a lot of that. Advanced Jedi Defense. This is going to be a lot of blaster fire. Advanced Jedi Defense would probably be very handy. Sure, you can have Master Speed. There we go. All caught up. He has nothing. Alright. You want a Junta Paul's blade? Sure, it'll be great. Okay, apparently you can't equip this item. Here, you can have this one, and this one. You want Bredric's belt? No, you can keep that. Here, you can have Bredric's gloves. And... oh, right, he's neutral, so he can't wear the Tulak Horde stuff. Yeah, sure, have a demolition sensor. Not gonna lie, Julie, your equipment pool kinda sucks. Yeah, you can have these. Fuck it. Yeah, you can keep the Circlet of Suresh. It's good for just resisting stuff. And you're still wearing the Kaldroma robes, which are good. Honestly, this is all Jolie's equipment. Jolie should have this. He's the one that needs wisdom. But, no. Fuck him. He doesn't get him.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp.
Ha!
The destiny
Simp.
of weak-minded fools like you,
You
be
called
ruled
the
over by the
Republic
strong,
soldier a
like we
simp.
Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get
You
just
know
what
that
you're
this
asking
Republic
for.
soldier has like an OnlyFans for an
Just
Imperial
try
officer.
it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Cellcath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Dude had vitriol in his voice.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
Why do the Sith
Well,
upset
these
you
damn
so
Sith
much?
are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
The Sith and Republic coexisting peacefully?
Peacefully?
What is this?
Not hardly.
Raining
Just look
cats
in
and
their eyes.
dogs.
You can see they'd like nothing more than to kill each and every one of us. Personal like.
They mean well, but are misguided. Yeah, I know the
Yeah,
feeling.
there's nothing we can do, though. The Cellcat want to maintain their neutrality, and they enforce it very strictly. So we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe KotOR export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
Have you seen an ancient star map?
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, we're good.
Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Your directions suck. I didn't get any of that. I'm going this way. Hello, friend.
What the hell is your kind doing here? Bad enough I have to deal with all these other idiots, but now there's a stinking KotOR on this world too?
I have as much right to be here as you do, sir.
Big mouth like that can get you killed.
Ooh, big woman. The Jedi shooting her mouth off from behind a lightsaber, or whatever you're carrying.
I'm carrying
behind
guns.
Your pet KotOR. And a woman at that. We should have exterminated all you KotOR when we had the chance.
What? What do you know about my world?
I know enough that... Hey, wait a minute. You look familiar somehow.
What? You?
You two know each other?
This doesn't concern you, Jedi trash. Now where could I have... No, he's dead, and she likely is too.
What are you talking about?
Maybe I was wrong. Still, I think a specimen like you would be a
God.
nice addition to my collection. So, what would it take, Jedi, for you to sell your pet here to me?
Drohani is waifu and not for sale. She's her own person.
Now don't be so selfish. We both know KotOR aren't real people anyway. The females make amusing pets. But the males should be put down like the animals they are. I remember one time on Taris.
What? What did you say?
You were on Taris.
What did you do on Taris, you scum?
Put one of you down like the animals you are. So easy. Then I saw one of the females on the auction block. But those darn Jedi.
It was you.
What? Me? Oh, now I recognize where I've seen that face before. You were the little KotOR I was going to purchase. But those Jedi came and stole my pet away from me.
You were buying KotOR slaves?
When I was fighting
How
the
dare you.
Mandalorians against the KotOR.
I want to buy KotOR slaves.
Appreciation for the
Oh fuck, I couldn't even get to that one.
They make excellent servants if properly trained. You Jedi act all prim and proper, but inside you must feel the same way I do about the lesser, non-human species.
I hate them all equally.
The Sith at least let their feelings show on the outside.
I just hate everyone. Don't want people to
Calm
be with
Will
me
you let
at
your
all.
pet go? I'm sure we can come up with a price we both think is fair.
Show me the money first. She's not for
And
sale.
I will see you dead for what you have done to my people.
Hold on a second. Don't be hasty.
Let's get him.
Yes, we will. No. I must not fall prey to the dark side again. My lust for vengeance must be curbed.
Yes. Say no to the dark side, but I will have you yet. Ha!
If you won't kill him, I'll fucking kill him. I'll get him. Get him. Anyway, whatever. He's not worth it. Let me see your inventory. This inventory is shit. Well, I guess the advanced med packs aren't too bad. And the computer spikes and parts. The thermal detonators. That would be pretty much all my money. Let's go for some computer spikes. Just a few computer spikes. You never know when you're gonna need them. Like, just a couple. Like, a few here and there usually get used. Manaan is kind of like a tech planet. Oh, we're out of money. Shit. Hi, Jolie.
Something on your mind?
Never actually did say why you decided to
Oh,
come
I
with
never
me.
did I?
You know, you don't have. I don't have to take you with me. Or, you know.
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk.
Jolie?
Time to go. Time to move on.
I want to tell you what consent is. Move on to where?
To bed. I'm old and tired, you know. How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands.
Kids these days
I'm
looking
just
at
happy
their
to be back in
lightsabers,
space, doing
data
something
pads.
new. Is that too much to ask? So I could. Well, not having a ship does tend to put a damper on that kind of idea, however. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
You know what my destiny is?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you.
Is it the fact that I'm Revan?
Ah, I'm sure you don't need to hear my
It's definitely the
revelations.
fact that I'm Revan.
You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
What do you see?
Your
me?
future will come of
Come
its
on,
own
what do you see in
accord,
me?
trust me. Sometimes navel gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can't be all bad.
Who's
Nomi
Nomi?
Sunrider. She came late.
Oh
to the
God,
Order
he's
this
telling
month.
us another story.
One of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
So you're an observer?
Nonsense. If I ever refused to help you when you asked, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the
Why do I keep talking to him?
Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
You want to talk some more there, bud?
Manaan.
Okay. Exotic species? What sort of exotic species are you interested in? I have some Giska if you're interested. That's the best part. You just space the compartment at that point. Problem solved. Take two, space the rest, and you're good. It's like cleaning out the litter box. But these are special Giska. They don't reproduce like the other ones do. The Giska are for sale. They aren't free. Ah, that's just great. Sucker! Wait a minute. Huh. You could see through the door. Interesting. Weird graphical bug there. Can you do it over here too? Yeah, you can. Look it. It's a void. I love it. And this is 26A. What's inside 26A? Neat.
On it. Damn.
Well, shit. Hello there. How's it going, Star Wars boys? Or SW boys, but you know, it's Star Wars. It will always be Star Wars. You good? Nice. Oh, fuck. Why does it turn me around? I want to go here. There we go. Hello.
Enough time to listen to your stories. Got a full shipment of KotOR ready to load before my shift is over.
Hello.
Enough time to listen to your stories. Got a
Oh,
full
wow.
shipment of KotOR ready
Are
to
you
load before my shift
impersonating
is
the
over.
other dude? You have the same voice. Fascinating. Let's go this way. You're just downloading this game? Nice. I love this game. It's honestly like one of my nostalgic go-to games. Every once in a while I just get the urge to do something weird. To play it in some way, or just pick it up again and do my usual route. Oh, this is not the way forward. Despite all of that, I still have no clue where I'm going on Manaan. It is fascinating how little I remember about Manaan, despite playing it so many times. There we go, West Central. Hey! Thank you, SW Boys, for the follow. Hey, who are you? A traveling Kazakh player? Oh yeah, I'll definitely play. Oh no, I have 238 credits. Yeah, sure. Let's go. All in, baby! My deck is amazing. I'm going to win this. That is not a good start. That is really not a good start. Oh, good, 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 good. No! Well, I can't give him a free win. This is a terrible hand right off the bat. Do I go for the -3 for 18? I would still be ahead. He's likely to go over. Yeah, alright. And I'll stand. Oh, he had a -6. The jerk. Alright. Really? Really? I can't let him get 2 up. I hate losing like that. And he had a -3 too. God. I'm starting to think my Pazak deck does have some pathetic cards. Come on, stay low. Stay low. Hold. Mother. Yes. Okay. We won a natural set. Good, good, good. God damn it. Okay. Alright, 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 alright. We can do this. We can do this. Stay low. 1 is a really good thing to draw right off the bat. 7, not so much. 15. Alright, so this is basically a 50-50 of being under or over. Oh, perfect. We're going all in. God damn it. Am I a huge Star Wars fan? Yes and no. I like a lot of the older stuff. I don't really like the earlier stuff. Or I like a lot of the earlier stuff. I don't like a lot of the newer stuff. I'm just not a fan. Darn it. I have no money for you, sir. I'm a big fan of some of the books that I have actually read. I haven't gone super far into the expanded stuff. I love the prequels. I love the original series. And I love a lot of the games. I have so many of the games. So many of the games. But the newer movies I can't really get behind. They just felt lacking to me. Pathetic laws of pathetic fish don't concern me. Fine, I'll follow the rules. Docking fees are 100. How about I don't have the money? Shit. I shouldn't have gambled away the money. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, I need to do this. I need money. Just enough to get me through the gate. I'll play. Everything I got. Let's play. Honestly, I haven't even watched the new shows. Like Mandalorian, Obi-Wan. Haven't watched any of it. Let's use this +2 and stand. Okay, cool. Won that set. I don't know why. I just haven't had the energy to actually sit down and watch it. Obi-Wan was great. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. Oh, no. You got a normal 20? I don't want to keep losing cards. I think I just let it go. He already has a card advantage on me. Evening up won't be the worst thing ever. I need him to use his cards. There's some cards. Boba Fett was lame? Yeah, fair enough. Let's go with the +4 to even things out. So he doesn't get the set. And that's when a +4, my -4 would have been good. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. I may have a gambling problem. The problem is I'm not winning. If he gets to 20 on this, he wins. But he probably won't get to 20. Ah, darn it, he had a -4. You're like Mandalorian? That's good. Yeah, I'm save scumming so I can get enough to actually get in. Sure, I'll play. There we go. I watched the first season of Mandalorian. Like, that was before my general Disney fatigue set in, because it's not just like Star Wars shows that I just don't have the energies to watch. It's like genuinely all of Disney's like, cinema. I just have no energy. Ever played the Jedi Knight games? No, those are the only old school games that I've never actually played. I am not going to win this. This is not a hand that I am winning. Yeah, the Jedi Knight games were the only Star Wars games that I didn't have as a kid. Ooh, nice. On that set. Yeah, I've watched a lot of like playthroughs of them, and they seem really, really fun, and they're definitely something that I would like to try playing at some point. Let's do a +2 and stand. Darn it, he managed to tie it up. Oh well, we're still at the same card count, so this might come down to just random chance. I don't like this though. Oh god, a 1, 2, or 3 and I'm good. That's not good odds. I gotta go for it though. Oh, stand. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. He had to use that card. Let's keep going. Yes. Okay. We still have 2 cards in the final set. We can do this. 15, let's go for the +4 and stand. God, he had +3. God, no! Oh, damn him! Damn you! Why, Jolan? Why must you be this way? No. I don't want to play the Pazak tutorial. I don't. Yes. Okay. Sure, let's play. There we go. Now we can wager. Let's play. Jedi Knight 2 is a masterpiece? I believe it. I'm pretty sure both of those games, like, rank pretty high. I'm gonna get a 10. Oh, an 8. Well, almost just as bad, really. Come on. I don't normally have this bad of luck with Pazak. Okay, at least I won the set from using a card. The worst thing is using a card and having it tie up. Naturally, so he doesn't waste a card. No! I can't do anything. Why did it have to be an 8? Why is it always an 8? It's exactly out of the range of what I need it to be. Damn it. He's not even using his cards. He's just winning by draw alone. This hurts. I'm having to use all my cards just to keep the game tied up. Okay, he went to 19. So we can get above a 19. We won't get above a 19. We can get above a 19! Hey! We did it! Okay, we got some credits. Okay. Now. It's like 76 credits enough to get me past this dude. Hey, buddy. Damn it. Hey, I'm back for another game. I need to win another game. Why do I ask him who he is every single time? Like, I know who he is. He's the guy who took all of my fucking money. 1 is a good start. Okay, he went to 21. Oh, he went to 20. If I use the -3, we tie the set. If I use the -4, he wins. So that's not an option. If I stand, he wins, but he's down a card. I'd rather stay even. Losing a +/-3 is rough, though. See? That's why it's rough. And a 7 is basically nothing in Pazak. He had a... Do I use the +2 to keep it even? I think I do. Or do I try and go for the minus... No. There's no chance of me getting like a 1 or a 2 on this. Oh no! Starting off with a 10? Why? And then an 8? Oh, God. This game has no chill. I have to stand. Got a 20. Ah. If you could get like a 19 and then stand, that would be great. Oh, 7. But he didn't stand. So... I'm actually gonna stand here. Boom! Yeah! Banking on him not being able to use his cards. The pro strats, truly the... Why did I enter? Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Okay, that was me not realizing what I had drawn and just hitting end turn for the first couple of things. So I need to do that and then stand. That's bad. That's gonna be punishing. Never punished! Never punished! Okay. I stand on that one. I'm not making that same mistake. No! Of course he had a -4. You're trying to understand the card game? Okay. So, if you've never played Pazak before, basically, every single turn you draw a card. And the person closest without getting over to 20 is the winner. And now you start the game with a set of 4 cards. And these cards can modify the board. You're only able to play 1 card, though, per round. So in a game like this, you're basically exhausting your cards. So the strategy early on is, well, strategy in heavy quotations. What you want to happen early on is to draw low cards, like a 2 or 3, and then have your opponent draw high cards, so you could see where they end up, because once they stand, you keep drawing until you finally stand. So you want them to finish first, so you can then be in a position to counter. And ties, well, we tied, unfortunately. Thankfully, I didn't draw an 18 or something like that. It's basically blackjack, but 20. Yes. Thank you, Kilbazy. Oh no, I have to stand here. I have to stand here. Why? Why did I draw 2 9s? No! Okay, he died. Okay. This game is wrecking my heart. Okay, we're in a good position. Oh, do I just go for it? I think I just go for it. I think I just go for it. 20. There. God damn you! Who just draws a 4 like that? So now I'm out of cards, and I'm basically at the whims of RNG, and it's not looking like RNG is favoring me this game. Ah, but I need the money! Ah. Darn it. I need money. I just need to get up to 100 credits. Let me win one game, Jolan. One game. Please. I just need... Oh, wow. Nice. 20 right off the bat. That's great. Hell yeah. I'll take a free win. I just need to get the port fee. That's it. I just need parking ticket, please. I'm gonna use the +2. We're in a good position here. Oh, he used a -4. Okay. That tells me he doesn't have a -3. So that's good. He could still have a -2 or a -1, so him going over isn't the end of the world, potentially. Oh, he had a +/6. Okay. Well, I can just... Suck it, nerd. You don't get a point, alright? I'm wasting my cards so much. If I draw a 10, I'm dead. Oh, no. No. I'm gonna bank on it. I can lose one. Ah, he had a -2. Okay. Oh, come on! I need to at least be at 18. Okay, he used up all of his cards. If I can just win a set for free, that would be great. I'm staying lower than him. Yes! Won a set for free. Okay, perfect. Now if I can win this set too. Oh, that's looking good. Oh, that's looking real good. Oh, I can win this. I can win this. Okay, alright. You can do this. Don't draw high. Okay. You did exactly what I didn't want to, but in the perfect way. Thank you. Thank you. We're good. We're good. We out. We have enough money. We out. Oh, Pazak, why are you so nerve-wracking sometimes? Okay. Here is my docking fee, good sir. Alright, in we go. Whew. Hello, Selkath. Alright, so they wanted me to go north towards the Republic Embassy. I feel like that parking fee is bunk and I just got scammed so hard. Oh, god damn it, Johanny. Johanny! Where are you? You cannot be that far behind. There we go. I was gonna say, I hadn't traveled anywhere. Oh, hello, Republic and Sith soldiers.
Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty
numbered.
threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool.
I mean, he could.
On Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear.
I mean, it's not that hard when you have giant-ass spaceships to block out a
You
sun on a
underestimate the
planet.
Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender course.
Like, I imagine, like, a Star Destroyer could easily block out a sun. That thing is huge.
Malak would do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it
Or,
is
like,
you
the
who
ships from the
must
new
rescue
movies that are, like,
yourself.
dwarfing them. That would definitely be the good shit. Okay. Oh, hey, a general store.
How much for all this stuff, Tybark?
Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangit wama jikona.
I bet he says that to everyone.
Ipa nonku nek abog.
For
Thanks,
a
Tybark.
republic,
Catch you next week.
a month's salary.
Uchua pe tong hit wama aki inko tune. O tong hit wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka.
Okay,
tong
no, he
chicha.
seems pretty aligned.
Yun patisa. Ichuba jikuta na.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, that's pretty basic supplies. Beeman package? Oh, interesting. It's a very fancy health regen thing. Health buff. I'm on a bit of a Star Wars kick. Maybe I should play the Knights games. The Jedi Knights games? Maybe I should play those. Just kind of like, so I could actually say that I've played them. Ooh, a visitor's hotel, eh? Hi, Roland.
Welcome to Manaan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
And, why are your soldiers loading so much
KotOR
Kolto?
is a precious resource. Its healing powers
Makes
are
sense.
near miraculous. During times of war, KotOR becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest KotOR and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our KotOR supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
Okay. I'm on a mission from the Jedi Council. Can you help me at all?
Of course, I'll do
please?
whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manaan? Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Come on, tell me.
No. You do
Aw.
what you want and maybe
Come
I'll
on.
Until then, nothing.
I'll be your friend. What
We
do you
were
want me
using
to
a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Faraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough
The
that they could
Sith?
retrieve the droid
Being
before we
underhanded?
did. The droid's data
What?
centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Hi, Jolie. So where
It's
is
heavily
it?
guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manaan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
How do I get in the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Is there
We
another one?
managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards. The type they use for pass cards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
And decrypting doesn't actually sound that bad. If I remember correctly, it's not that difficult.
The Sith have got the Cellcat
Of a
to give
puzzle?
them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is
That's
very
the
heavily
if you
guarded.
can't do any
If
of the
they
other
became
stuff.
aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
I'll try
Good
decrypting the
choice.
pass card.
We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far. Maybe you'll have better luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Okay. So there's that dude. I can apparently interact with that. What happens if I go in here?
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
Terminal sequences.
The strings of numbers
Metal
that end
Gear?
the code sequences. If we
What?
can complete those strings, we
I
would
just
have
always
completed
love
an
when
encryption system.
the
encryption
dialogue
system
is
is
just like
composed of 6
two
matrices,
words
each is based on
in a
mathematical
question.
method. The holes we're
It's
missing
great.
are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. The second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them. So you don't
I
have to
love-
worry about running out anytime soon.
I
Since
love
Rose
the
said you
fact
were
that he's
clear,
just
you
like,
can
I haven't
use
even
the computer
been
free.
able to get
I'll
past
be
the
here if you have
first
any
matrix.
questions.
It's like, oh dude, my guy. My guy. Alright. So we can slice the Republic system for 1 security spike. Which we could definitely do, but I kind of like my security spikes. Let's try decrypting the Sith passcode first. So this one, I believe, is the additive sequence of them. So it's 1 and 2. So that goes 2 to 4, and then that's 3 to 7, and then... Oh wait, no, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My bad. My bad. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one is 6, being 22. And the dude couldn't figure it out. Let's see, we have 21, 18, 16, 55, 55, 16. So this is 21 minus, what is that, 3? 21 minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, minus 0, minus negative 1, and minus negative 2 would put it at 18. And then multiplicative sequence is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So that's just 2 to the power of. So the next sequence would be 64. And then 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. Here's where exponentials get involved. And I don't remember this one. Oh god, what was this one? I believe that's 1 times 1, 6 times 6, 9 times 9? If I'm remembering these correctly? No, because that would be 36. Wow. Also, it's exponentials, and I can't quite remember what it's supposed to be. I want to say 9? That might be right. I don't know if I did that wrong or not. Logarithmic. 3, 32, 5, 26. Or 126, I guess. 5, 6, 7, or 8. This one, I actually have no fucking clue what it is. 6. Damn it. I screwed up one of them. Okay. Alright. Alright. I need to redeem myself. One sec. Let me just, totally not Google anything. Yeah, I totally didn't Google Manaan Sith passcard. 22. Oh, it was 7. No, I actually got both of the last ones wrong. So on this, it is 22, 18, 64, 2, and then this one is 6 and 7. Math is hard. Look, I'm a computer programmer. I literally haven't had to think of math at all for years. Which is hilarious because that's so not what they train us for. I'm actually going to party selection and take Johanny out of the party and add T3 in. Hi T3. Ready to do some hacking? Yeah, he's ready to do some hacking. First and foremost, I think I got him a fancy pants shield. Ah, Baragwin shield. There we go. Let's make sure his computer use is as high as it can go. I definitely didn't Google. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't Google at all. There was no Googling to be had. Alright. In you go, T3. And slice into that. We can open the submarine bay doors. Disable the local power grid. Jesus Christ, what chaos are we what are we bringing down on this area? Okay, I mostly just wanted to see what the hell was going on there. Let's keep T3 in the party for a little while. It's fun.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet.
What'd they do to him?
The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now?
Not right now.
No problem. He's not...
I would like to know more about him if I can. But like, jeez. Restricted access? Darn it. I think that's the area to the submarine that we can open up. Okay.
Go back. Well, he was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman...
Married to a woman named
we
Taylor.
checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while.
What do I have to
What
work
we
with?
have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch.
Of course.
Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback.
I
It causes
detect a
short-term
pattern.
memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then?
Sure.
Hey you, wake up. Someone wants to talk to you.
Let's interrogate him.
What do you want?
I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
We're the only ones who can take you in
The
now.
Sith will never trust you again, Spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
But they wouldn't, would they?
If you talk, we can make it worth your while.
Ha! Worth my while. The Sith don't
That's a
pay very
success.
well, but they'd kill me.
Don't want to hurt you unless you make me.
Please don't hurt me.
Let's try something else.
What do you want?
We know about your companion.
What companion?
Perhaps we would give you back to the Sith, but keep him.
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
No, never.
Damn.
Damn it. Inject him. Interrogate him. Maybe we should do something about Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
Oh, we could be really cruel. Talk, or something might happen to her.
No, please don't hurt her. Please.
We can make life easy for the both of you here in the Republic.
Yes, it could be so much easier.
We have her already. She may be spared if you talk.
All right.
Yes!
I'll tell you what you
Persuade the shit out of him.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good.
Can I get that written down? I wasn't listening. Shit.
Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
Alright. So we don't really need to do the brute force method. We can just kind of do whatever we want now. Go to the Sith base and use the code or the pass card or whatever the hell we want. And I think we might do just that. First, I would have to remember where that is, though.
Those Sith are always trying to goad us. Why don't the Cellcats stop them?
I could do the Jenna Haradon stuff, but I don't really feel like it. I don't feel like doing Jenna Haradon stuff. It's just kind of go somewhere, kill someone, you get decent equipment. I don't know. Not really in the mood. It's a lot of travel. You basically have to go to a planet.
Hey, this street is for Sith only.
We can do
You
swoop.
gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
You can have your credits when you take them from my cold, dead
Talk big,
hands.
but remember what we did to Taris. Maybe you're next on our list.
It's a good thing Johanny isn't here.
We need more rules about overpowered bikes. Hookta just rides over everything. It's boring watching him.
Can we do... Can we do swoop racing? I want to do swoop racing. I'm a master swooper. A super swooper. Hell yeah.
Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu aithaudunga.
What's your business exactly? Oh, he's a merchant. That's nice.
Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu aithaudunga. Tulpada.
Yes, I can see how it would be very, very stressful. You came back? Nice. Welcome back. I'm gonna do some racing. Hopefully it goes better than Pazak. I really hope in the remake they don't translate any of the dialogue. I want it to all still be the exact same stuff. Hi, Xena. Slamath. Beetle? Aww. Very sad. Whose fault is that? Like I said, pathetic. I'm being so mean to this guy. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. I want an officially timed race. Why is there a fee? Okay, I'll just do a quick, because I don't have a whole lot of money. 7 more minutes and you can enjoy this game for the first time? Yeah. Oh, it's such a good game. I'm really glad I'm not in any of the spoiler sections of the game. Oh, I almost loaded. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, that would have been bad. Save. Big swoop. Okay. So this is another mini game of the game that I get to show off. Wait, I don't want to practice run. I want an official time. There we go. Okay, fine. I need to speak to the other guy, I think. I'm entering in racing. I've raced on Tatooine. $100 credits? Oh, come on! Oh, I'm ready to race. Lowering the fee would encourage new racers. Yeah! I'll pay 50 credits. Oh man, I'm using that little bit of money that I have. Alright, so Queedle is 28.82. That is the time we need to be. Okay, time to do some racing. So we go, and hit boost, gear shift when it goes to the top, and dodge all the nastiness. Oh. Boom, beat him by a minute. You don't want to go too fast on your first run. You need to work up the circuit, you know? What is that dance? What is that dance? I'm just gonna sway in place for a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so bad. I love it. I'm in the money! I want to talk about the rewards. What does each round pay? Round 1, 500. Round 2, 2,000. Round 3, 5,000. Woo! Describe the top crop of racers. Ducks to hut. Okay. Or Huck to Dex. I didn't read that. Okay. I'm ready to race. I'll pay 100 credits. Thankfully, I'm able to afford that. 23.25. Alright. Just gotta do the exact same run. Let's do this. Even better. Awesome. Am I gonna do the same dance? Come on, give me the sway. Give me that sway. Yeah! Oh, I love that in every BioWare game your character dances like a fucking dork. Oh, that's great. Alright, so next we're going for the sector champs. I'm ready to race. He's very insistent that I speak to him first. Okay. Where is he? Alright, I'll go talk to him. I'm sure he's gonna bribe me to never race again. Hi, Cassandra.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. So if this is about an autoprint, forget it. You can buy one when I get more made up. Wait a minute. You're no fan. You're the racer that killed my time. Why should I talk to you?
So you just don't talk to anyone? If they're slower than you, they're just your fans and need to go away. If they're faster than you, you're angry at them and disregard them. Save your attitude. Answer my questions.
Don't get snippy with me. I have legions of adoring fans that would rather have my time.
You have a legion of simps. That's what you have. I want to talk about you and racing.
Everyone wants time with the fabulous Cassandra Matilde. There just isn't enough of me to go around.
But I am better than you at this. You know that, right?
Hookta Jax is the only other professional here besides me.
Is it this guy or is that your bodyguard?
Making sure everyone knows he's the toughest racer out there. I don't know any of the other racers. I guess there's Guido, the local favorite. He won't amount to much.
He was only a few like milliseconds off you. Why you gotta be such a dick?
You need money to compete. Maybe he's got some skills, but he just doesn't have the best bike. It's that simple.
That's fair. Maybe he needs a sponsor. I should sponsor him with my winnings. Take my leave. Goodbye. You never told me anything. Told you once already? What? What are you talking about? Try anything and you'll end up dead. Ooh, the records panel. Hucksta is 2250. Alright. Alright. We're in the zone to beat him on this one. I'm ready to race. I'm ready to win. Here, take my 100 credits. I'm ready for my 5,000 credit reward when I kick Hukta's ass. Let's do this. I even missed those last few boost pads, and I beat him. Swoop isn't the hardest thing. It's a little bit harder on controller. Oh, I give the choo-choo this time! Yeah, I give the choo-choo! Oh, I am a spectacular racer. Hukta can suck it. Thank you. Hey, Hukta. Hukta. What you gonna do about it? Alright. He's gonna try and attack me. I look forward to it, honestly.
Oh, the crowd really started pulling for you in the last race. Everyone loves a winner, I guess.
Everyone loves me defeating Hukta. Who are you again? Yeah, okay. You're wearing a Sith uniform, so are you Sith? Think the Sith would have a problem with that? Your job doesn't sound that hard, honestly. Okay, he's really upset and really wants to just vent his anger out. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine for him to vent his anger.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Terrace into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win this war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
If we win the war, would you rather be on the side of the war criminals or the good guys? I wonder whose side you would rather be on. I wonder what that swoop fan thinks of me now. Hey, how's it going?
You are amazing.
Yeah, that's right. I'm kind of a big deal.
Congratulations.
Ooh, another shop. Well, I did just get some
You got any
money.
armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed.
I thought the Athorian were plant people.
Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be...
Man, he was rude. I'm gonna hear him make fun of you. I'm Sniper Rifle. Spelled in the worst way possible. I want to look at the inventory. Droid plating, advanced targeting computer, I think I already have. Furpine demolitions, security interface, gravity generator. None of these are really all that great. Alright, well, later. It is kind of all junk. It's not wrong. Hello. How's it going? Just gonna... Yeah. Hey.
Only people who have business with the Sith are allowed inside the embassy.
I know this passcode.
Oh, really? You mean someone like you actually has some real purpose inside?
Good thing that my
Yes,
character remembered
well,
it, 'cause I didn't.
I suppose you really do have some business here. Head on in.
That's right. Keep your freaking droids out of my way. Me and my droid are going in here.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
I had the passcode.
Your passcode is out of date, and I don't recognize you at all. Commander Gran,
Uh-oh.
you authorized this person to enter?
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Lady, you really shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. Oh, I only know Disable Droid? No. Screw Disable Droid. Let's do Force Lightning. God, I love Force Lightning. Force Lightning is great. Ooh, and a Chani foil. That's fun. I can't access her computer. Okay, so we have long hallway. I say we explore long hallway. Oh. And a mine, but nothing else. Alright, T3. See if you can recover it. Skill too low. See if you can get it. There we go.
What?
You can at least disable mines. A sealed door. Damn it. Hi everybody. How would you like to go insane? Great. Now, let's do some night speed. And maybe some rapid shots. Oh, well, he just died straight out. These guys are still talking over here. They're just chatting it up. Yeah, whatever. And they're out. And let's give you another Force Lightning. Just because I love it. There you go, bud. Oh god, I hate night speed. Nightspeed has the worst effect. Alright. And we have the water pump analysis, which is basically a journal. Let's see. Where is that stupid water pump analysis? Water pump analysis. There we go. So in regards to the system in place to cycle water from the ocean to the thermal heaters, and what made you put that airlock mechanism on the only other path to the north side of the base? Now everyone has to know how to cycle the water out of one room and into an adjoining room for each of the 3 rooms in sequence without accidentally flooding the room that they're in. We lost 7 troopers this week. So basically, for this, if we want to proceed forward, we can't because there's water there. But on this side, we can because the other side's flooded. So it's all just a game of shifting the water around. Oh, hello. Insanity. And start gunning. Man, he's still deflecting. Shit. Alright, refresh insanity. And night speed. Let's see if this guy can last. I'm gonna keep him up. There we go. He managed to plague me, but nothing much after that. A fancy crystal and a Sith energy shield. Nothing too major. Heal. And you don't need an advanced repair kit. Just take a regular repair kit. You should be fine. Okay, let's go this way. Because this just loops back to the original room, but there's a side door here. What's through the side door? A whole other section of the base. Fantastic. Really looking for a computer terminal, like literally anywhere, but whatever. We can repair that. Oh, hello. Insanity. And Force Lightning. And then we'll just re-up Insanity. Oh, one guy managed to throw a grenade at us. God damn it. I blame you, Jolie. You're doing nothing. You could literally attack anyone right now, and you're not doing it. He throws another fucking grenade. Swear to God. He threw another fucking grenade. Alright. Alright, Jolie. You're making me regret bringing you. Better fucking heal me up. And repair.
I'm here.
Ooh, universal computer interface. Nice. I don't remember what that does exactly. Oh, it's +6 computer use. That's actually good. And yeah.
I'm here.
There you go, bud. You're the computer guy now. So if we check the broken droid, we can salvage the data module from it, and everything will be good. Now we could leave. Well, that's a bad idea. I don't like that idea. I say we keep exploring the Sith base and murder as many as we can. Really, you're really wasting your time and mine. If you could just do that, that would be fantastic. Why am I tanking these? Shouldn't be tanking any of this shit. Get your 18 wisdom. Force of Valor, maybe? Yeah, screw it. Let's give him Force Valor. And for T3, you can have more Dexterity. Because why not? There you go with your computer use, your security and repair, and you don't have any points for anything else. Okay. Hello. Man, there are a lot of friends here. Okay. Destroy droid. Destroy droid. And me. Whirlwind. And let's gun this guy down too.
Never too old for this.
Okay, this isn't. We're just gonna force light.
Never too old for this.
I don't understand why they make the sound of like a beast when they die. Either way.
What?
Yeah, that's a bad room. That is a bad room. Just cuz. Why not? Let's go! Ow. 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 We made it! What is the purpose of this room? To turn off that steam! Yay! And we get access to a computer panel. Oh, that was awful. Use those repair kits on yourself. Get all cleaned up. There we go. And slice into the computer. East Barracks. Yeah, we can overload. It's free. Why not? Easy kills. Security room. Well, we can disable the force field. And then we can corrupt its targeting. And then we can disable it altogether. Easy. Okay. In the computer room. Oh, well, we can just overlap that. And that is why we brought T3. Okay, and the reception. Yeah, well, they're jerks, but no need to overload that. The training room. See, there's some Cellcath in there. Interesting. The flow control room. Well, we could overload that. Or we could do a lot with that, but we murdered them anyway, so there's no need to do that. The steam control room. That's here, and I don't really want to do anything there. Disassembly room. Well, we could do stuff for that, but unfortunately, no, we can't. And we could download the area schematics, but I don't really want
What?
Me not having the area means I know where I haven't been yet. It means I know where I need to go next. There we go, just gotta get that. And there's nothing there, perfect. So we've officially cleared that side. And we've murdered a lot of this side. So I'm a little bit curious to find that training. And what's beyond this door? Oh, would you look at that? Dead droids. Fancy that. Ooh, an advanced gravity generator. That's better than the gravity generator that the other dude had. Well, isn't that grand? Hello. You want to go for a ride there, friend? Check this out. Oh no, he sees us! Got it. Well, he tried to be a hindrance. It did not work out. And this just goes back to the other area where we were. Oh. This area where we murdered people. Okay. I'm assuming this computer is basically no different. Oh no, it is different. I can't access it. Quite different. And here's the other side of the water pressure thing. So if you don't want to do that puzzle, good news. You don't have to. Ow. What a rude way to greet someone. Go insane. Master speed.
Not this again.
Wow, they really hit him with that slow. Look at him go. I probably didn't need to hit him with an insanity again, but I just don't trust Jolie to do it right. Crystals, a nice belt. That's good. Here we go.
I'm here.
Crystals, a nice head thingy. And this guy had a lightsaber. Rude! Hair trigger and bio antidote. Yeah, that's alright. Swear to God, there's another one in here, isn't there? Nope. Okay, we're good. Oh, strength amplifier. That's nice. Yeah, I really don't want to do the pressure door puzzle again. I've done it a couple of times, and it's not fun. Was there a mine there? Man, I am living on the edge on that one. Holy shit. Oh, this place. Okay. Just need access to this footlocker. I really don't care about that mine. Ooh, some nice credits. Now, what's over this way? It's locked, eh? I don't like locks. I actually can't get in there. What the fuck? Flow control, that's that room. There was no opening of doors. How do I get in there? Let me in! Let me in! Crap. Alright. How do I get in? Let me check over this way in that Jedi area again. Really can't access this? Alright. And... nope, nothing in here I can access. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Did I screw something up? I might have screwed something up. Well, crap. I think it's because in the very beginning they locked it down. I mean, fuck. Now I just need to go to the beginning and see if I can turn that off. What's this door? Okay, yeah, that's out to Alto. No, 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 no! I don't want to do that. Wait, oh, I can't access that computer. Okay. And this is a sealed door, so I can't access that either. Yeah, so it looks like we've actually murdered everyone that we can murder. Fantastic. Okay. Guess we're leaving then. Hello. You'll never take me alive. I've done nothing wrong. Those detonations were me accidentally stepping on a mine. I'm sorry. Yeah, we did this the wrong way. We're supposed to lie to that girl and get her to not press the button and call people. Arbiter. I don't need anyone to represent me. How will you get me free? They really aren't gonna like me on this. I had authorization to enter. I'm on a mission to stop them from taking over the galaxy. I kill them wherever I find them. Don't you need to ask more questions? Or you expect to defend me without getting information? Alright. Let's get the trial started. I could kill everyone in this room. Allow him to continue. Yeah, this goes a lot better if you're able to access that room with the cell cath in it. Yeah, a Jedi definitely wouldn't murder out of spite. Excuse me, allow me to talk. I wish to dismiss my arbiter. I will defend myself. I was killing Sith. See? Simple. The Sith lured me inside. They were secretly trying to lure me to the dark side. No, I was there for diplomatic negotiations. I'm gonna be found so guilty. Hell yeah! Oh, I am so getting banned from Manaan. They are not gonna want me here.
Jolie.
Hiya, Laura.
It is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder?
But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Laura. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Laura. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
There we go. Now we can go to the courts. Can I go in there? No. Alright, fine. What's this way? Oh. It's a courtyard. It's like a court. Okay. Am I going the right way? Port official, docking bay. Oh god. Juhani. Juhani doesn't think that the path you're treading now is the same as the one you followed when your armies freed her. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty right. Sunry murder trial. Says that you can talk to the judges in the court, help them get released. But that's not really going to help me with the information at all, is it? Where do I have to go again? I completely forget where I have to go in this area. I get so lost in Manaan, everything looks the same. Okay. Alright. We have the shop. We have the Republic Enclave. We have the East Courtyard. We have the hotel, right? The hotel's over here. Visitors Hotel.
Sorry, buddy, but ever since the murder, the Selkath have made me keep this place locked up tight. Only the Selkath authorities, and those authorized by them, are allowed in.
I'm authorized by the Selkath government.
Ha! They sent me a list. Yeah. Sorry, but ever since the...
What murder?
This old Republic war hero by the name of Sunry was seeing the Sith woman here, Alasa. But not everyone thinks this Sunry did it. So the Selkath are holding him in prison while the case gets sorted out. But enough about my problem.
I bet you I have to run all the way back, don't I? Terrible vision mode, engage! I hate that this lets me run faster. I absolutely hate this. I don't even know why I'm here. Why the hell am I here? This isn't the place. This is so not the place. I need to just go and talk to Sunray. What am I doing? Manaan gets me all topsy-turvy. And also, night speed makes me sick. This way. This is not the place. At least I don't think this. Yeah, this is definitely not the place. Okay, I have to become his arbiter. This way. Hey, so you know how you guys, like,
The Republic
just sentence me out of here?
respects the peace
Okay.
of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Why is it showing the Sith? Why does it keep showing the Sith on this one? The camera angles are backwards. Are we supposed to be getting reaction shots from the Sith? Like, no. Look, Your Honor, the Republic are just a bunch of big old babies. We shouldn't be punished because some babies are crying now, should we? Hey. I want to investigate that case.
I suppose your Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
Yeah, tell me about all the evidence that I'm totally not going to fabricate. So, Sunry was seen leaving the hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Alasa. He's charged with murder and being held in prison. Yeah. But he is a war vet and has a crippling injury, so that might be something. Also was found dead with a blaster wound, with a incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked.
Yeah, very suspicious how stacked it is. Okay, let's go talk to Sunray. Whee! Bad vision, love it. Yo, I'm an arbiter now. My prisoner, and where's Sunray? Sunray!
Truly, What are you doing here? The Lord sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Cellcats seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
So let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the
Yeah,
Cellcat.
definitely manipulating.
And probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Okay. There's a few things
Go
we
ahead,
have to clear
ask.
up. Shots. The judges said that you left after the shot was fired?
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay. Still want to clear some few stuff up. No, okay. I'll be going.
Once you...
Goodbye. And now we run across the universe. Ugh. I honestly hate Manaan for how long it takes to actually get literally anything started. It is the worst for this. It's just not laid out well. I hope they change the layout in the remake to make it something more usable. Like, literally anything usable. Oh, that is the visitor's hotel. Okay, I'm in the right area. Had to make sure I was in the right area. Yo!
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could have gone off after he
No,
left.
I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
You could testify it happened after he left.
No way I'm lying to the court just because you...
I could pay you 200 credits to say it.
That's a lot of money. Maybe I could do something. All right, I'll do it. I'll tell the Cellcat that he left before the shot went off. But this is our little secret. If If you try and turn me in for lying, I'm making sure you come with me.
I guess this is what they call working the system. Not that I'm objecting. I just hope the Selkath don't find out about it.
Now, was there anything else you wanted?
What do you know about Sunry and
Alasa
Alasa?
used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Trading information. Yes, yes, I know about that, alright.
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there
You mean
weren't
a
many people
racist?
here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player.
Pazak?
Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
Love me some Pazak.
Well,
Why is the audio so quiet?
You with
It's quiet?
Selkath? You here to see me?
I
about
hear
the
it just
murder
fine.
too? I told
Or are you
that
talking
I'd
about my
finish
audio as
everything
well?
I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel too. Going to Alasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
You mean Sunry was having a relationship with Alasa?
I'm not saying anything like
Oh, no.
that. What they did in
Oh,
that
no.
room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Her Sith master?
Well, Alasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Let's fucking go! Hey, thanks for the Prime subs, Andrew. I made a mistake. What did you see?
One time, I saw Alasa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course.
Accidentally, of course.
And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alasa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
She was a dark Jedi.
Seems so.
What?
But I'm not getting myself
Impossible.
in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Ooh, level up. Nice. God, I'm so evil. Alright. Let's dump another point into Persuade. Yeah, look at all those emotes. Those are some great ass emotes. I love my emotes. Alright. Can I get Deathfield? Yes. When did I get all those emotes? When we were playing Temtem. You'll notice that a couple of them are Temtem emotes. I grabbed a bunch. Well, I should say, I bought a bunch. I bought a whole bunch. Because, yeah. The artist that I worked with was really great. I cannot remember their name off the top of my head. Yes, I have some questions about the murder of Alasa. Is this game fun? I genuinely love this game. This game is fantastic. Don't let Manaan fool you. Manaan is my least favorite planet, which is why I save it for last. Well, Manaan has some good things, but I'm just not doing them. Because I'm not doing this run correctly. So why were you at the hotel? Is there an HD remaster? No, but there is a remake coming down the pipeline. I don't know when it's set to release. What did you see? What about Alassa's room?
Lupar picha ge borang turang. Lupar wanki yuma bat malyo no wish. Lupar no una pankpa mulira konging.
Did someone pay you to do something in that room, Glupar? How did you know someone paid Glupar? Ah, he's a terrible liar. Ah, see? The bribing of the metal. He was paid to plant evidence.
Lupor bagra shak konti cha yoman. Tangi tzalkat wama jikona. Lupor ag inkotune. Lupor no molira, chuna molira. Tong lupor chachopa. Lupor bagwa shank konti machid
Aha. Lupor planted evidence. What a monster. Okay. I like.
On it. Done.
Tampering with evidence! Let's go! Oh, they had a med pack in here. Nice. Well, nothing to tamper with in there. Okay. So we should probably just leave. Hello, mysterious man.
I hear you are investigating the Sunray murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
Why are you telling me this?
Let us just say that I'm an interested party, and that I have concerns.
I don't like the way this dude talks.
Than it may first appear. The Sunray and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
You're talking crazy talk.
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
They just give it to me? What?
Of course not. You think you would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Okay. Yo, dude, guy here. Roland.
Have
you know anything about this shit?
From our droid in the Sith base?
Oh yeah, I totally have it, but I'm currently investigating a murder.
So this, and now for your information.
What the hell was that audio?
We're not supposed to speak of this, but since you are
just
a Jedi
hissing,
and we have exhausted all the other options, I think, as you know, the Republic is
what?
fighting for its
When the
very
camera
existence
flicks to this
against
angle, it's just
Empire.
hissing.
We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide. Manaan is the sole
Weird.
source of KotOR, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy.
Yeah, get to the point.
Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes KotOR exports, but a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manaan anyway. So we made a deal.
You violated the treaty? This is dangerous.
I know, but to the senators, it seems to outweigh the risks. We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest KotOR directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
Why have you not investigated?
As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here.
No, I actually only noticed the Sith doing that.
To aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason
I wonder why.
Droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain.
So, what do you want me to do?
I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our KotOR packing room and enter the sub therein. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are very...
How many people have you died just constantly sending down into this rift? Why? You would think that you wouldn't keep doing that.
Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
Why would you just keep sending people into the rift? Oh, okay, he's not telling me shit. He's not telling me shit. Maybe we can get some information from the computer terminal. Large computer. Let's slice into their systems and access restricted data archives. I'm in. Downloading sundry interested in archives. So a beautiful young woman enters the room, followed by a much older man. As she walks further into the room, he softly closes the door, pulls a blaster, and shoots her in the back. This must be some sort of secret recording of Sundry murdering Alasa. What? He did murder her?
I'm here.
Ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous. Okay, let's go back and question Sundry. I hate this mode of transport. Oh, god damn it, Johanny. You make it so much worse to travel. How can you be that far behind? The old man managed to keep up with us. Where the hell are you? What? Oh, no, it's T3. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Johanny. I was yelling at T3. Force of habit. Force of habit, I assure you. Let me just get all the way over here. Good, T3 was able to keep up with us this time. Hi, Laura. I'm sure your husband hasn't been up to anything sketchy.
Joey, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls.
We have such a lovely birdcage to keep yourself contained in.
You know, the role of arbiter cannot be taken lightly.
Alright, I just have to clear a few things up.
Ask what you need to.
Were you and Alasa having an affair?
No, what this must look like, yes. Yes, we were having an affair. I know it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to resist her charms? But I didn't kill her. I loved her. Please. I know I made a terrible mistake getting involved with Alasa, but I was going there to break it off with her. I did it, but found out later that she was dead. I don't deserve to go to jail just for having an affair, do I? You have to help me prove that I wasn't the killer.
Okay. A few more things we need to clear up. There was a Rhodian that planted evidence at the murder scene.
I didn't know there were any Rhodians on Manaan. Oh, except for Tybark and this one named Glupar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manaan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask.
Okay. I know you're guilty, Sunry. I've got the Republic data records.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. I found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
But the Sith found out the truth, didn't
The
they?
Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
You're guilty, Sunry. Confess. Yeah, we'll go with the trial.
Sunry is a murderer. I'm sorry, old friend, but you are. I can't approve of this. You go ahead, however, if that's what you think is best. I'm glad you decided to see reason in this.
Oh, I'm gonna be evil.
If I'm
as shit.
convicted, it could cause trouble for the Republic Embassy here on Manaan.
Wait, causing trouble for the Republic Embassy? Wait. Alright. Wait. Now I'm very interested. Alright, fuck this entire trial. I wanna bring the trial in session. Let's do this. Let's begin the trial. Judges Shelkar, Josa, Nelishkan, Kota, and Dula. Alright. Sunry is guilty of the murder. I have this recording as proof. Easiest trial ever. Ultimate Arbiter.
I'm sorry, Sunry. And Alora, there's nothing more we can do.
No!
I didn't even fucking try. Get fucked, Sunry. Get fucked.
Got something on you.
Oh, so what do you think about Sunry's verdict?
Sunry was guilty. Sad as that fact makes me. Justice had to be done. Doesn't matter that his victim was a Sith or that he was once a hero. I only wish that my old friend hadn't done it. But that's the thing about wishes. They don't come true. And now Sunry's dead, which is a shame. He was a good man, you know, once. Well, I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches. Got something.
So, how about your old adventuring days?
Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older.
So you weren't an
Didn't I say
adventurer?
that my past was
Did you
my
take an
affair?
arrow to the...
You don't see me poking and prodding
No?
you with
Okay.
questions, do you?
You're just not used to company.
I might be, but a mouthy young thing like yourself shouldn't get to call me an old coot, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history, probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact.
I mean, you're not wrong. Old people love to talk about history. Proven fact.
Fine, have it your way. Just
Yeah,
don't cry
suck
about
it.
it later. Yes, I
Fucking
was
Boomer
an adventurer.
Jolie.
Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling.
Ooh, smuggle. Nice. How did that happen?
At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade.
Was it very dangerous? Where'd you get the credits for all the supplies? I'm questioning his story.
Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use.
You stole it?
Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the force had abandoned me, as I remember.
And what happened then?
Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day
That was the day you what?
Well, that was the day I met my wife.
Oh. You were married?
You know another way to get a wife? But yes.
I mean, you could buy her.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
Buying isn't the best method. Okay. Now we just need to run all the way back to the Republic. I think before I do that, I'm going to do something really quick. I'm going to party selection. T3, you can leave. Johanny, you can come back. Oh, hey, Johanny.
What is it?
Attributes. Have some more strength. And more treat injury. And fucking awareness. Sure. Powers. Sure, you can have master speed. There we go. Alright. Real quick, I am going to run to the bathroom, and then we will actually get started on the wet and wild part of Manaan. So I'm just going to mute my mic real quick as I spin around. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Had to run for that one.
What?
Where the hell am I running? This way. Okay. So, I'm going to quickly travel out and... yeah, there's nothing else we really need to do. So once we get to the Republic base, we'll just dip down and see how we do on the bottom sewery bits. Man, night speed lasts a long time. That is a solid buff. Here we are. Down we go. Let's use the submersible. Oh, sharkies. Alright. Bottom of the ocean time. Luckily, there's no Darth Bandon to fuck us up. And someone really just drove the submersible through the wall. Luckily that no water is getting in somehow. That's strange. I'm assuming there's some weird shielding going on. But people are dead, like, right from the get-go.
How did you get in? Did they send another submersible? Quick, we have to get out of here. We have to get away.
Who are you?
No! No, we have no time. We have to leave now. I managed to close the door after they killed everyone else, but I don't know how long it will hold.
I'm not going anywhere.
We have to. We have to leave. The Selkath, they went crazy. They started killing anything that moved. Someone must have triggered the defense systems too, because all the droids activated as well. I was one of the mercs the Republic sent down here to find out what happened. We came down and secured the first couple of rooms. There were bodies everywhere. And the Selkath came out, screaming and croaking their fishy little war cries.
Fishy little war cries. What happened to the scientists?
They're dead. All dead. They swarmed out and over us. There was no way we could stop them, so we ran. But hardly any of us made it. I locked the door behind us, but the others had already left in the submersible. The sharks, the Faraxa out there, and worse. I heard an explosion shortly after the submersible left. They didn't make it. Just food for the sharks and the Selkath. Like us.
Well, I have to get to the station.
No! I locked the door so the Selkath won't get in. If you open it, we're all done for.
Well, tough.
If you go in there, if you want to die, then go. You won't hear me mourning for you. I'll stay here and be safe until some sort of real rescue comes.
Okay, you have fun with that. See, there's no one here. You're fine. Ooh, sharkies. It's like going to the zoo. Oh yeah, also, Jahani, do you have anything you want to say to me?
Our blood seethes at the thought of that man still running free. I cannot stand still while I think about it, but I will not give in to the dark side either. He will pay for his crimes, though. He will most likely be following us. Me. If we could find him first, then he may not be able to set in motion whatever he has in store for us.
Right, and so I need to actually know what the hell that is. Or where he will attack us. I'm assuming, it's just an assumption, Tatooine. Because absolutely everything happens on Tatooine. I'll open that door. Alright, let's slice the computer. Vent gas into the room. That worked. And this one, there's some Selkath in there. Alright, yeah, we can vent gas into that room too. Perfect. And then hallway. Oh, droids. Corrupt the patrol droid targeting program. It's a lot of spikes, but yeah, we could do it. Are they not going to shoot at each other, or no? Okay. Sure, we'll get an update for it. This one. Didn't seem worth it for the last one. Security room. Ooh, definitely deactivate that. Yeah. Do that. And then environment suit containment. Everyone's dead. Alright. Security computer room. That's where we are. Do not overload that. And then the area schematics. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're good for that. Hey, stop that. Bad droid. Going down the hallway, disabling and shooting. Hell yeah. Okay. Nothing? Robots don't drop anything? That's fine. Hello. Oh, insane Cellcath. Let me just... You're already insane. I'm just making the game reflect reality on this one. That worked. More insane Cellcath. Whatever will we do? I'll probably just gun them down because why not? Ah, lovely. I love insanity. It's so broken. It's a Dark Jedi. What the fuck is a Dark Jedi doing here? Never mind, he's a Jedi Master, apparently. Yo, Johnny. Or Jolie, do you want Jedi Master robes? Here, have some Jedi Master robes. You'll get an extra defense. Yoink. And can I open this door? No, I cannot. Oh, hello. Why is he going in for a melee? He has a gun. He ran across the room in order to melee. Really didn't like Johanny. Okay. I got that.
Got something.
Nope, nope. I did not want to talk to you about anything. I wanted this equipment pack. Yay! A singular med pack. Really useful. Real handy. What's this way? Oh! Well, let's just not step on that. Useless. Oh, the scientist memo and the sonic emitter. Perfect. Oh, hello. Just gonna keep giving you the zaps. And maybe a disable so you stop damaging the Jolie. There we go. I used a little bit of my force.
What?
No gift for me? God. Oh, look at all the death.
On it. Done.
I'm glad what little points I have in security are enough to get me through this. Alright, stole that.
Done.
That.
On it. Done.
Nice. And then there's the Whimpering Locker, my favorite character in the entire game.
Somebody out there? Fishy, fishy, fishy. Come and eat me too. You can't get me, little fishy. Nothing here. I'm safe behind my walls.
Yep, he's definitely safe behind his walls. Well, I'm Sniper Rifle, and I've been sent to by the Republic to investigate what happened here.
Investigate? You're just like the others. Order for the Selkath. Walk and fish next. Trump, trump, trump. If you can run, you might be fast food.
The Selkath went insane and started killing everybody. I locked myself in here. I'm safe in here. Nothing can hurt me in here. No fishy food for me.
Come out and we'll protect you from the Selkath.
No, 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 no. That's what the others said. Mercenaries like you, but they're dead. The Selkath ate them. Lunchy munchy.
Only the ones left in the south part of the base might still be alive, where the KotOR is. Few fishies there, but many, many, many fishies in between the water.
If you don't come out, I'll just leave you in there.
Bye-bye. Go look for fishy people. They'll chomp and bite and chomp and bite. Food for fishy. That's you.
Fine. If you won't come out, I'll make it so that you can't come out.
Mine laid and ready.
I dare you to come out. Ooh. People we murdered. Oh, another Sonic control. Yeah, I totally walked into that. I wasn't expecting my character to wheel about. As far as I could tell, he never gets out. He's just gonna permanently be there. Uh-oh. She's on a warpath. Oh, hello. Oh, I haven't had an opportunity to use this yet. Death Field! Oh, it only hit me. Damn it.
Toxins. I still got it.
That was good. This is the way outside. Get that going. Anything cool in this door?
On it. Done.
More stuff, I guess. I was expecting more death, but I guess not. Maybe we already did the death part. Know what this place needs? A new coat of paint. Clearly that's what this place is missing. Okay, that's a pressure door. And a random gas mine there for some reason. Hello. Are you guys just not going to hit him? Jesus. Oh, yes, perfect. Okay. Alright. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, Death Field. Spam Death Field. I didn't get to spam Death Field because it keeps resetting my orders when someone dies. Well, whenever the person I'm targeting knows. Hello, fishy fishy. Can't get me. Yeah, fishy fishy.
And you need?
What? On it. Damn.
Alright, well.
Yes?
Shit. Well, looks like I'm not getting in there. What a shame. Really, you two?
And you need?
I'm here.
Wasting my time. Alright. Leave party members and begin the airlock sequence. I'm gonna be alone for the rest of this. I don't know how I'll manage. Something tells me I'll live. Bum, 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 bum. I forgot that I genuinely hate everything about this area. The suit. Why did they have to make the suit so insufferable?
I can see that much. Are you another rescue crew?
Yeah, you could say that.
I'm a merc the Republic hired a couple days ago to investigate. But all we found was a bunch of insane Cellcath killing everything that moves. All my companions are dead. The Cellcath swarmed over us. There were dozens of them. And they looked wrong somehow. Like something had changed inside them. Insane or something. Oh, I'd have gone back to the surface long ago if this complex hadn't been overrun by all those crazy Cellcaths. There's no way for me to get to the submarine docking bay.
I literally just cleared a path.
I discovered a way to get to the bay and seal off the rest of the base. I just have to find the KotOR harvester they built on the edge of the Hrackert Rift. It's got an emergency override to open the doors to the submarine docking bay.
But I literally just cleared a path.
From the outside. I figured my only chance was to slap on an environment suit, head out onto the ocean floor, and check that harvester out for myself. Besides, it's got to be safer out on the ocean floor than back in there with all those crazed Cellcath mutants running around looking for dinner.
I mean, maybe you should just go back inside and maybe hop in a locker. Seemed to be working for the other guy. Wait here, I'll check
I'm not spending another minute in this facility. Not with those psychotic fish people all over the place. I'm heading out to the ocean floor right now. It leads to another complex of buildings. Going through them is the only way to reach the KotOR harvester. We should probably stick together, but I won't wait around in here with the Cellcath. You can catch up with me if you want. Down the hall and through the doors on the right. I'll be waiting on the ocean floor where it's safe.
Okay. You go about your day there, bud. Bye, buddy. You know what? I think I'm just genuinely gonna follow him. He seems to have the right idea. Oh, come on. Come on! I just wanted to go past. Why did I have to run a place? Hey, Survivor. His name is Survivor, so you know he lives through this.
Come on, hurry up. Don't just stand there, we have to keep moving. The water is
His voice changed. He sounded a lot more confident. It's a shame that, no. It's a shame that that confidence is no more. Firaxa. How you doing, Firaxa? Please don't come and bite me. I don't want you to come and bite me. Yeah. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I may have queued it up one too many times. Okay, we're good. We're good. You want to wait for them to run at you before you really give them a hit. That was close. Hello? Oh, hi, Firaxa. What the fuck? They start shooting at a Firaxa? What the fuck? How am I engaging a Firaxa right now? Did I just, like, mentally shoot the dude? I'm stuck. I can't move. I can't... Okay. Alright. Still can't move. This is going well. This is going really well. What happens if I sonic emitter? And then... I'm still stuck. This is my hell. Get to the welding door. Yes, I can move through the weld... through clicks. Cool. Well, actually, I can't actually input anything. I'm gonna try tabbing out and tabbing back in. Nope, still can't input anything, really. I'm going to this welded door, whether I like it or not. Okay. That's been sealed. Fantastic, I need to reload. There we go. And then... let's see if this fixes it. Can I move? Hey, I can move again. Alright. That's the best part about Knights of the Old Republic. Usually just saving and reloading fixes any glitches that come up with a really old game. And there was no point in coming over here. Fantastic. Well, I guess I killed another shark, so that's not nothing. Just gonna try and get to the doors here. So very slowly. Cruel slowness. Just me and my footsteps. And the endless abyss. Come on. Come on. There we go. Got there. It's Saint Selkath. Hello. God, I love that. That worked. Oh, really? Now I need to heal up. Darn my awareness. Damn it. Oh, I'm gonna run out of med packs. Holy shit. There we go. Hello?
No, you can't come in here. You'll let the Firaxa and the Selkath in. No, stay out! Stay out! I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
Okay. Well, you know, fuck you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Let me access this computer panel, please. Thank you. And that.
No. The Firaxa will get us. No.
No, you got worse things than the Firaxa. I'm going to murder you. Stop screaming.
You... Sammy, calm down. I don't think they're here to kill
Oh no,
us.
I'ma fucking kill you now.
Kono, are they?
Yes. I think they're here to help us. I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door. Please forgive me. I'm just so scared.
We're both just scared.
When the Cellcath went
Too
crazy,
bad, I'm murdering you both
I
now.
thought everyone else except
If
me
I can.
and Sammy
I want the
went
game to
mad.
let me murder them.
We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Firaxan sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Cellcath researchers started screaming and clawing at everything around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my eyes. Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left. We heard the Cellcath outside the doors. And
Well, you and a guy in a locker. I think the guy in a locker is doing better than you now,
through
though.
the base.
We thought everyone was dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Harakard Rift project.
You've got a lot to answer for.
Look, I'm sorry. I have just been under a lot of strain recently. You know, the whole thing about having my entire research team devoured before my eyes.
Kono, calm down. Don't talk to him like that. We've gone through a lot, and we said
Calm
we were
down.
sorry
Don't
for the
talk to him
mistake we
like
made.
that. How dare you?
I'm sorry for my actions, but what are you doing here? A star map? I don't know anything about a star map down here.
But there were some ruins that were excavated when we were digging the foundations for the last section of the KotOR harvesting machine.
But we can't go anywhere near those now. Maybe that's why it all happened in the first place.
Why, what happened?
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift near the vent. Then there was
They were
this
venting?
rumbling, and my head felt
I'm
like
not
it
gonna
was
continue that.
splitting open.
I'm not gonna bother
Monster
continuing
rose up
that
from the
one.
rift.
It was a Firaxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Cellcaths started screaming too. And they turned on us.
Turned on you?
It was like they couldn't control themselves. Like the sound that the monster was making in our heads drove them insane.
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakard Rift near the
Could we
KotOR
turn down the drip volume?
That might explain a few things too.
Jesus. Did you miss something that big living
I don't
there?
know. It seems impossible, but maybe whatever sort of power it used to drive the Cellcath insane masked it from us somehow. Maybe it was lying dormant deeper in the rift.
I think it might live there. Live there because of the KotOR.
Maybe. That would explain more. Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the KotOR. It would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. With KotOR as a food source.
And all those other Firaxan sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother.
Uh-huh. So I need to
That
get
would
past.
be suicide! It's out there still!
Out there, waiting for us.
So what can I do?
Firaxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do.
What are you talking about?
The repellent we made was supposed to drive Firaxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the KotOR.
We know exactly what
Not the
it'll do.
KotOR.
It'll kill the shark.
We need the KotOR.
That's what we designed it to do. You can. All you need to do, get away as.
Put it in the vent and vent it. Yep, got it.
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the camera. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would
And how would I destroy the machinery?
You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel, so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy it. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million sangin, a liquid at about 4 million sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work.
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water.
All right. I will try to destroy it. I will try to destroy everything. Yeah, I'll try to destroy.
You'll have to break into the computer on the. Once the machinery is gone, the shark should leave.
You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
Yeah. This is one of those times you really want to make a good choice. Hey, look! Cellcath! Your Cellcath friends! Hey! Hey, Cellcath! Come check this out! Hey, Cellcath, come here! Aw, come on! Hi. Hello, everybody. How would you like death? Because I don't have Force Storm yet. Also, I could use some heals. Oh, breathing mask. That would be useful. For when I was raiding the Sith base. Just ran through a toxic field. Go, and there we go. Hey, more crap. Alright. Once more into the breach. Begin the airlock sequence. Oh, I'm sorry, Sharky. I need to murder you. Bye, Sharky. Why am I shooting at this guy? Sonic emitter. There we go. Please let me move. Please let me move. God damn it. No. Note to self. Don't use guns in the fucking suit. Alright. Wet and Wild. Here we go. Guns do not like the suit. There. Get all these bubblies going. Luckily, there's no more sharks that I'll have to shoot at. Sorry, finger gun. Can't believe my character tried to finger gun the sharks to death. Obviously, that wouldn't work. Okay. So let's access this. So we need to get it to 4 million units. So we want to fill do we want to fill? Right, okay, now I remember. Let's fill the container pod and transfer it to the injector. So that gives that. So 3 million in that, 2 million in that. And then we want to dump the injector, I believe. And then move the container to the injector. Fill the container pod. And then transfer from container to injector. Boom! Nailed it! And now, we should be able to just go this way. With a big-ass shark over here not eating us. Right, buddy? It allows me to pass. Thank you, Sea Beast. Thank you. Still kind of terrifying, though. I can't believe how much I still have to waddle in this fucking thing. Yeah. Oh sure, now I walk normally. I waddle everywhere else, but for the cutscene I walk as a normal person. Okay. 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 And big ball. Neat. I totally know what that is. Excuse me, big sea beast mama. We're just gonna walk through here now. Don't mind me. Oh, I beg for the sweet release of death with this suit. There's still time to kill the guy. Oh, actually, the machinery is destroyed. Damn it, I can't. Come on. I'm so close. So close. This is just the most awkward walk ever. I still wish I could use my force powers. Fucking... Metro Republic 2 had it right. They knew what was up. When you stick a person in a stupid suit, you give them access to force powers. It's the way it works. Hi, everybody. Yeah, it's fine that there's a deadly gas mine there. We're good. We can leave. There's the door that I hit a bunch. But I think we're good to just peace. There's a security panel, and this should be an empty Door. There. I don't know why I said an empty dude, but whatever. That's where we would fight other bosses at other sections of the game if we had done Manaan earlier. Just gonna use this submersible.
You've returned. I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened?
Cellcath went insane.
Insane? What did they do? Why?
They killed almost everyone on the station.
They killed everyone? And the mercenaries we sent later? That...
You just sent everyone to their
death. all
death.
go insane at once like that.
You literally sent everyone to their
Something was
death.
down there? Living in the rift by the KotOR? It's horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors?
A few scientists.
Well, that's good to know. Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it damaged?
Oh, totally destroyed.
No, that is terrible. That will set our work back years.
You don't sound too upset.
It may even cost us the war. While I am glad that you were able to solve our problems, the cost may have ended up being
No,
much too
that is
high.
terrible.
But you have done
This
your
might
job
even
and
cost us
in
the
our time of
war.
need. And for that I thank you.
Sadness.
Oh, and did you end up finding your star map?
Yes, I did.
As you can see, by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future.
Nice. Hey, where's Jolie? Hello. I'm just leaving the Republic Embassy, don't mind me. What? And... I didn't ask questions about anything. Your spy monitors are wrong. This is a Sith setup. This is all a setup. You'll never take me alive. Fine. I hate Manaan because if you ever want to do literally anything on Manaan, you have to do it one way. The explosions at the research station. Yeah. The Cellcath seems very upset. The machinery had woken up the giant Phyrexian shark. Possible. It is only a legend. I didn't kill the shark. I destroyed the machinery to save it. Yeah, see, this is why you have to do this light side if ever you want to do literally anything on this place ever again. That shark is literally the progenitor of all species. Yeah. Kulto is their farts. Yep. The trial is over. We're not found guilty. But they really don't like us here because we keep stirring up trouble. Like, seriously, we need to stop stirring up so much trouble. What's over here? I don't think I ever went over here. Hi, Nico Boss. Hey,
Say,
Biglow.
must be new around here. My name is Biglow. You don't look like those Republic scum.
I'm Sniper Rifle. I'm just here to check
Some
out
of
the
the
swoop.
other soldiers like to go and bet on the swoops on their days off. But this planet is bad enough without mingling with the locals. It
Oh,
isn't
dear
easy
God.
here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do nothing.
Are they
Malak should
breaking
send a fleet
plates?
in and conquer the whole sector. KotOR, no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
I'll be
Oh, I get it. I get a little too forward and you want to hold it against me. Hey, I just thought of something. If I said you had a great body, would you hold it against me?
I really want to kick him in the nads.
Barkeep, I sense I've offended my lady friend. Bring me another round, sir.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave that dude. Because I really don't want to talk to him anymore. God damn it. Jolie. Thank you. Just give him a stern warning that he needs to leave. Now I can head this way and get the fuck out of here. Okay, one more for the road. Sure, I'll play. Let's do this. Nine, that's terrible. Alright. This is not going well. Yep, alright. Just gonna do that and tie us up. Seriously? I stand. God damn it. This dude is a card shark. Like, how am I supposed to beat that? Like, holy shit. Even when I use my cards, I can't win the set. Fuck it. This is gonna be completely down to random chance. I know it. Oh, come on, stop trying ones! You know what? Fuck you, dude. You have taken way too much of my money. I am convinced that that dude counts cards. Okay. is like a Sith thing, right? Yeah. Can we go to the other one? I'm just wondering, can we go all the way over here where the other cameras get deactivated? Hey, we can! How lovely. Oh god, our grenades. They're everywhere. You know, these guys are really spread out, and that's kind of really fucking annoying. This dude is still alive somehow? Nope, he's dead. Okay. Yeah, let's pop this. How lovely. Wait, I could... I could still go into the Sith base! I'm kind of worried that if I do this, I will go into the Sith base, and I don't want to go into the Sith base.
Yes?
That was fun, though.
What?
Let's head back to the Republic side of things. And have a party on our ship. Walk the correct path. There we go. And we can just leave. Hey, Mission. How you doing? Wanted to talk to you about me being Revan.
It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan...
Oh, okay, she's not going to say anything new. Okay. That's fine. Gandris,
yeah, what are you...
You having a moment? Tell me about your work with
Working for Davik was like driving a spike through the side of your head. Sure, you got something new in there, but in the end, you've lost something as well. Beating up people who wouldn't or couldn't pay, strong-arming his competitors, killing who he said. It was busy work, nothing decent.
So, you killed his competitors?
I've killed many people. I can't say I'm proud of it, but I have. Criminals, competitors, businessmen, police, women, children.
Oh god, he killed the women and children too.
But they hardly ever poked around in the Undercity. Until you came along. But I never wanted to challenge you. Never felt the need. Maybe I knew I couldn't win. Just like all those years ago.
You could sense it. A wise decision. You know how to beat me.
Maybe you would have.
Yeah.
But you're not who you were back then. I can tell. You've changed. And maybe I have to.
Hey, I'm still cool. I can still murder and slaughter everyone.
Kill, maim, murder. It was all the same to me. But now that I am older, I can look back and regret.
Over what?
I look back and regret all the chances I had as a warrior. And then all the chances I've had since then. I shouldn't be getting like this. Not when so many other things are happening, but... It feels like something has changed inside and I don't know what it is.
He's having an emotion, guys.
Becoming a warrior.
He's having an emotion.
Everything before I start getting sentimental or something. Is there something else you want to know?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, what are you...
Yeah, that's literally it. Okay. Hi, HK.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Nah. Can't really do anything. I can't restore his memory. Or anything like that. I'm too terrible.
Got something on you.
So you mentioned something about your wife?
I don't want to talk about that.
But I think you should. Yeah, maybe we should talk about it.
Maybe, but I doubt it. I'm made stubborn that way. Got something?
So, I want to talk about your...
Manaan.
Oh, shit. You mentioned your wife before? I don't mean to pry, but...
You may mean well enough, but my private affairs are just that. Private. Let me tell you something. Once you've lived as many years as I have, you'll have yourself a long, long list of memories. If you're lucky, most of them will be good.
Like murdering and maiming, yeah.
Some will be bad. If you're really
like,
unlucky,
you know, being nice,
some will be
having
so
a bow
bad
to the
you'll
Manaan
never
government.
want to be reminded of them again, ever. You'll go far away to a place that doesn't hold any memories at all. And there you'll be happy just to forget and be forgotten.
I would never do that. Is that why you went to Kashyyyk?
Partly, maybe. I doubt I could ever explain it to you fully, even if I wanted to. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in love? Truly in love, I mean, and not simple infatuation.
Well...
Exactly. You're still at the beginning of your life.
This time with Johanny,
Men
you
in
know.
your life,
Got a little
perhaps
bit
many
close.
men. But if you're
Then
fortunate,
she kind of doesn't like the fact that I'm pure evil.
the Jedi,
It's not my
with their
fault.
damnable sense of over-caution would tell you love is something to avoid. Thankfully, anyone who's even partially alive knows that's not true.
That's what I've always thought.
Love doesn't lead to the dark side. Passion can lead to rage and fear, and can be controlled. But passion is not the same thing as love. Controlling your passions while being in love, that's what they should teach you to beware. But love itself will save you, not condemn you. Listen to me go on as if I had all the answers. What do I know of love anymore? I'm just a lonely old man who's not even a Jedi.
It sounds like love is something you should have avoided. Nah. I want to hear what you have to say.
Do you?
Come on.
I wouldn't listen too closely.
You're a crazy old man.
I'm
Come
no
on.
authority
Hit me with
on
it.
anything. I just think that the greatest things in life shouldn't be avoided because they come with a few complications. Love causes pain, certainly. Inevitably, love is going to lead to as much sorrow and regret as it does joy. I suppose there are perfect eternal loves out there, but I haven't seen any. And how do you deal with the bad part of love is what determines your
Like
character.
Anakin and Padme.
What determines the
Truly an eternal love. I haven't watched the third movie. I don't know how it ends.
I haven't changed my mind. I'm still not going to talk about it. You go and find your own. I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you and the one you love simply aren't meant to be together. The trick is to know when that is. To know when it's time to fight and when it's time to part ways. There I go, waxing philosophical again. Somebody blast me already. Let's get going before I start talking in riddles, damn it.
Yeah, like that one guy talking about interests.
My
Hey,
Catholic
Johanny.
blood seethes at the thought of that man still running. He will.
Okay. He will pay. Hey, Garth, how you doing?
Yes, what's on your...
Okay, never mind. Alright, so I'm just gonna quickly go to Tatooine real quick. And it's doing that again. Oh, God damn it, not this again. Alright, we got the majority of them in the first volley. Well done, everyone. Nice. How that hit him. We got one hit on this guy. Nice. Easy. Karth, stop teleporting around. Okay. Let's go with Johanny, Jolie. I believe we are supposed to be ambushed at some point with Johanny. Or maybe we're just supposed to be ambushed on Manaan. But seems like a glitch if, you know, he's not gonna ambush us. No ambush. Really? Really? Well, something with Juhani might be bugged. I'd kinda like to resolve this one. Once you meet Zor, there is a chance that in any docking bay, you can be approached by him and 2 Rhodian thugs after exiting the Ebon Hawk. This time will result in a fight with Zor, defeating his 2 guards. Okay. And then lower his health to 20%, trigger a cutscene, and do that. Alright, let's try the cutscene triggering planet of Korriban. Korriban. Juhani, and let's take HK. No? Nothing? Oh, shit.
Ready.
Well, you should at least get your level up, HK. Repair, demolition, go. Repair, demolition, go. Actually, let's go improve 2-weapon fighting. Attributes, dexterity, because why not? Repair, demolitions, and there we go.
I'm here.
I'm gonna try leaving again. What if I just take Juhani with me? No? God damn it. I genuinely think that Juhani's thing might be bugged. Shit. Well, that's incredibly unfortunate. You don't want to go to the Starforge system. Oh, we can't go to Dantooine, right. Let's try Kashyyyk. If we can't get it on this one, then it's been... We will have to work on getting it in a different one. Come on. Oh, I thought that guy was destroyed. Shit. Okay. Try and go the other way to get to him. Yeah, and... Come back here. Come back here. There we go. Okay. Let's take Zalbar with us. No. Let's take Canderous with us. Nothing? Okay. Yeah, it looks like... Wait, what? Thought I deselected you. Oh, whatever. Let's assume that Juhani's thing is bugged. Yay! Shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to look up a way to unbug the game. In the meantime, We only have like 2 max more streams left. We've finished Manaan and we finished almost everything Johani. So yeah, I'm going to be calling the stream here, but next time we're going to be going to the Starforge system, which is going to be very fun. So be sure to tune in for that. As always, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all your support tonight. This has been great. And see you all next time. Bye-bye.